Why is it that the guys that are cocky and arrogant and kind of don't give a fuck and are super laid back, why do they get all the girls? And why are the guys that are stressing the girls, making sure they're super humble and nice and buying flowers, why do they get none? What's up, kings? It's your boy Chad here from D-Fun Simping. In today's video topic, we're going to be going over 3 traits that will make you way more attractive. Fellas, let's talk. But before we get into today's video, I want to drop some quick shameless self-plugs. I want you to join my free Discord every morning, every day, every night, man. We're going at it in there. We're talking about wins and losses in our dating life, business, our dating app profiles, stuff like that. And I want you guys to join the conversation. The second thing I want you guys to check out is my DMs to Dates program. The program goes over all the pain points that men have today: approaching girls in the gym, confidence, approaching girls in the club and the bar, how to approach her when she's with friends. Goes over all that in detail. Check it out. Link is in the description. But without further ado, fellas, let's talk. Trait number 1 that girls just find irresistible is leadership. When I say leadership, what I mean is being the masculine man that's in frame that can lead a woman. That's what I mean by leadership. The first point I can add about leadership is stop asking her questions and start making statements. For example, if you're texting a girl, would you say, "Hey, do you have time to go out for a drink this week?" Or would you say, "Hey, let's grab a drink this week"? When you ask a girl, "Do you have time?" all of a sudden she's checking out her freaking calculator. She's looking at her calendar. She's freaking asking her friends, "Hey, like, do you have anything going on this week?" No, you don't want her to think too much. You want to say to her, "Hey, let's grab a drink this week. Let's go to the gym. Let's hang out. Let's kick it." You don't want to ask her questions. You want to make statements, because the less she has to think, the better it is, fellas. So don't be asking her questions. Just lead and say, "Hey, let's." So take out, asking questions out your head. Don't ask too many questions when it comes to hanging out. When it comes to you wanting to see her, make a statement. The second place I want you guys displaying leadership is the date or the first date dynamic. So when she says, "Yes, I do have time to grab a drink this week," your response would be, "Okay, dope. First, pick a day. Hey, Thursday, pick a time at 8 p.m., pick a place at this bar is where we're going to be." You gave her all the logistics. She has to make 0 decisions. You are trying to seal the deal as quickly as possible. So if you say, "Hey, when are you free?" "Oh, around 7. Okay, around 7. Okay, like, what spot do you like?" "I don't know. What do you like?" I like this place. How about you?" Guys, get to the point. "Hey, Thursday, 8 p.m., this bar, meet me there." Okay, way easier. Don't put too many steps in between you and closing the deal. And hey, this is a bonus one, but even if you want to go as far as ordering for her, one thing I do while I'm texting a girl is I like to ask her, "Hey, when you're out with your girls or out having a good time, what kind of drinks do you like?" If she says, "Oh, I always order margaritas," put that in the brain. We sit down at the bar. I'll do a tequila soda and she'll do a margarita. She looks at me every time, guys, without failure, to look over at me and go, "Okay, he was listening." And I'm just racking up points, guys. So do your best to lead the dynamic from asking her out to planning the date, and even as far as ordering for her on the date. The second trait I want to talk about, guys, people may not like this one: being cocky, somewhat arrogant. Now, fellas, listen to me. What guys get all the girls? The F-boys. Why? Why is it that the guys that are cocky and arrogant and kind of don't give a fuck and are super laid back, why do they get all the girls? And why are the guys that are stressing the girls, making sure they're super humble and nice and buying flowers, why do they get none? Is there a reason? Is there a correlation? Yes. Now, guys, there's a way to do it properly. So let's talk about ways I've been cocky/arrogant with girls and it's made them kind of turned on. The first place I do it, guys, is on dating apps. So a line I like to use on girls sometimes is, "Hey, one date with me and you'll delete this whole app." Now, mind you, fellas, a girl's going through 50, 60 likes from guys and they're all saying, "Oh, you're so pretty. Oh, you're so beautiful. Oh, I hope a girl like you can give a guy like me a chance." And then I come around. "One date with me, you'll delete this whole app." Every time they match with me and say, "What makes you so confident?" And I say, Well, 8 o'clock on Friday at this place, come find out. And they'll go, okay. You see, guys, like, but you see, guys, like, it has to be you though. If that statement makes you feel uncomfortable, then don't say it. If you have to be a very confident person to say these type of lines, because guys, girls will check for a congruency test. If you're this super confident guy on Hinge, and then in person she goes, ew, I don't like your shirt, and you go, oh, you don't like it? She knows that person over Hinge was a lie. Now a nigga like me, when she says, I don't like your shirt, I go, bet, I'll wear it a second time on our second date. Come here. You gotta know how to finesse it. So only be that cocky, arrogant guy if that's who you truly are. Another way I display kind of cocky and arrogant traits, let's just say we're at the date spot and she goes, wow, the drinks here are really good. I'll look at her and go, girl, come on, I chose it. Of course it's good. Again, she'll laugh and roll her eyes because she knows she's with a guy that is very confident. Nothing is worse than a guy that needs validation from the chick he's with. Girls don't want to feel like they have to be your sense of confidence. So by you displaying that, yo, like you're with a dude that already has a big head and thinks he's a shit. Again, it can bite you in the ass. I'm not saying this is 100%, but I've noticed by doing this method, I've gotten a lot better responses from girls. The third trait that will make you way more attractive to women is having a purpose in life. Not everyone's an entrepreneur. So I'm not going to sit here and try to say, oh, drop out and become an entrepreneur and start your own business. No. I'm just saying is when a guy goes, look, I dropped out of school, started my own business. I'm doing really well for myself. I'm not where I want to be, but I'm on the way. That is sexy to a female. They love that shit. Because guys, girls aren't all gold diggers. They will bet on you if they see you becoming the man that you speak so highly of. Trust me, girls will bet on you. So having purpose will do this for you. Number one, having purpose will make a woman look at you and go, he's on his way. So maybe I should stick with him along the ride. So when he gets there, I'm his number one woman. That's one thing. Number two, purpose requires you to put a lot of time and effort, right? So you're putting lots of time and effort, that makes your time what? More valuable. And if your time is more valuable, you're not going to put up with BS. Guys that put up with a lot of BS from women usually aren't very busy. It's just the truth. You know, if you're a busy guy, you're not going to put up with BS from a woman. A guy like myself, I only make time to see about one girl a week. And if I choose you, that means I think you're somewhat special. So if you flake or you bail, you're out. I'm not gonna tolerate it. So having purpose will make your time way more valuable, and also it takes time away. So you won't be able to sit there and text her freaking 12 hours a day because you're on your purpose, you're grinding, and she will respect that. Because a lot of men that she texts look at her as this princess number one, so they pedestalize her and they be talking to her all day. But when you text her, when Big Daddy texts her, she's dropping everything because she barely hears from you because she knows you're working on yourself so you can become the best man to get that bag. So that wraps up my 3 traits. We have number 1, leadership, making sure that you're the masculine man in your frame that is leading the dynamic. Number 2, a little sprinkle of some cocky and some arrogance to spice things up a bit. And number 3, having purpose. Those 3 things combined, guys, makes you a monster of a dude. And I really think those 3 traits will help any man go from 0 to hero. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Blessings to everybody. Y'all have a good day now. Peace.